I'm on a different account. Doesn't have
You're
all
on
the pictures.
Steven's account doesn't have all the good stuff on it.
No, I mean there's stars.
That's what you get. Steven.
I'm also on the computer that I don't normally play on, so I was like, crap, I need a background.
All right, we are on the YouTubes. If you would like to share a YouTube link with anyone, I will drop the link to that in that chat. I will go put that in the places it needs to go for the incomparable.
Put it on X.
No, I'm not doing that.
So sad.
All right, I think I'm going to do green eyebrows, but I am not appreciating the lips. So those, all right, we're just doing some purple lipstick maybe, or there we go. That looks kind of normal. This is how I tell my characters apart when I am looking at videos quickly.
Eyebrows.
Yep. I mean, this character doesn't. What? Maybe I can pretend that in between adventures, Levithia has decided to go green for her hair, because that's how I usually do it. Because
level 3.
I have a character with red hair. I have a character with purple hair, so that makes it easy to do those. But this is green.
For level 3, I have not.
It's important to change your character as he grows or she grows.
Right? I agree. Character development is, I think, one of the most fun things about TPK. Like as a podcast, that we actually do that and follow through.
Sometimes I even do it as a person. Not usually.
Whoa. Look at you.
Don't be
some big talk, sir.
Silly.
Sometimes it's in a positive direction. Other times it's in the other direction. All right, how are people doing? Are we on track to starting to play Dungeons and Dragons tonight?
All
yes,
right,
sir.
I just posted about it.
It's 8:06, so we're way ahead of. By Tuesday night schedule, we got like 20 minutes of things to break and fix before we do anything.
This is why we're an efficient heist team. I'm enjoying playing a heist with a different group of characters that doesn't plan anything.
Oh boy.
Like nothing. We're totally winging it, which is a different kind of adventure and very funny.
But loose and fancy free.
Is it the Griffiths group? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Surely nothing will go wrong.
Nothing. I'm like everything we'll solve everything and it'll all be fine in the end. It probably will, but I'm confident.
All right. I have spammed my entire friend network. And
there you go.
Ready to go.
Posted in the two places where people might actually care. I actually had a Mastodon post that went, Mastodon viral, so that was kind of fun.
Oh, like all 12 people?
It's up to like almost 100 boosts.
Oh wow.
Which is not bad. I mean, it was posting about the Uncanny Magazine Kickstarter and like asking as a genuine and true personal favor for people to consider backing it this year, because this is a real crappy year because Amazon are bastards.
They're changing how printing works.
They've basically just discontinued the ability for people to subscribe to magazines via Amazon, which was a huge way for small magazines to get. So they just discontinued that completely.
Well, I'm sure they gave you tons of advance notice.
There was a little bit.
Plenty of emails.
Yeah.
A few of the magazines, Uncanny included, are able to opt into the Kindle Unlimited thing, but that's like, in order for them to get anything from Kindle Unlimited, somebody has to open it up, keep it open for at least 10 seconds, and I think turn 2 pages or something. Otherwise, it doesn't register it as having counted. And then it's like, I don't know, a few pennies or something. It's ridiculous. So not ideal.
All right.
The Kickstarter's extra important. Okay, I think I'm set. I have no idea who I am or what I'm doing, but
situation normal. Yeah.
Tuesday night.
That's the most important.
Tuesday night. Well, Erica, you are Levithia tonight on this Tuesday night, different than other Tuesday nights. We are going to be starting a new Keys from the Golden Vault adventure. These are, of course, the somewhat heist-themed adventures from the book Keys from the Golden Vault. You are a key, which is an operative for the society with secrets / secret society, the Golden Vault. But they're like one of your good secret societies. They're like trying to save the world, keep things, right some wrongs, keep things moving along. They're not your like doomsday, take over the world secret society. I think I put this in the Slack a while ago, but I'll warn people. This is the third adventure, hence your level 3. It's called Reach for the Stars. It's less heisty than the other two adventures that we have played so far. So it's a little bit more of the exploring a haunted house type of adventure versus the heist type of adventure. But yeah.
We're we're heisting the spookiness of this house and
there's
putting it into our souls.
Well, there's also still a MacGuffin you have to find. I suspect, I don't know. You never know. I will say I had planned to run this adventure for my test group before running it for you all. And then people got sick and we had to reschedule. So I don't know what will happen.
We're the test group.
Yeah, you are the test group.
Totally rogue.
Chances are, it just seems like in terms of how the adventure is written, usually it's like, there's a MacGuffin. You have to figure out how you're going to get it out of the place. I feel like this is more like, you have to find the MacGuffin. When you find the MacGuffin, you should just take it and leave. As opposed to, the other things where it's like, we know that the MacGuffin is, how are we going to get it out without anyone seeing it? This is more just like, how do you get to the MacGuffin? So.
MacGuffin hunters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is 8:10. I think we might as well get started. I have one more link to share with people. Don't open this link yet, but I have pre-populated a Google Doc with the, starting notes and a map that you will get in the next 20 minutes or so. So you have that Google Doc for future reference that will probably be more important for our next sessions. But you can add to that Google Doc as needed. That is your place to start notes. But I pre-populated it with the basic things. But I think we should get going. We've got a couple of people in the YouTube chat. There's 10 people watching live. I think we should do this. JP is running this module in a couple of weeks. JP, learn from my mistakes and let me know how it goes. But we're going to do this.
Tell my mom.
Oh, do you want to do that now?
Just 1 second, please. Sorry. She finally
can't do this without your mom.
It's really not Total Party Kill without Renee.
Well, I mean, I just got to let her know. She watched half of the last one on her phone because she's sequestered in a separate bedroom. And then she had to lie down and take a nap. So, let's see. Oh, her last message to me is like a bunch of party dinosaurs dancing because Trump was indicted. TPK. There we go. I spelled tonight wrong, but I don't care.
That's
right, now I'm good.
Tony energy. Yeah. Tom might what? All right. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, your dungeon master. And today we're doing it again. We're starting another adventure. We finished the last one and people needed more Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm back. Tonight we are starting Reach for the Stars, the third adventure from the Keys from the Golden Vault collection of adventures that are primarily heists and schemes and such things.
Lincoln just
computer
left.
Crashed. He emailed
as,
to Lincoln.
As is traditional when I get started.
Sure.
He said he would be right back. He sent an email probably from his phone. You know what? I'm just going to stop this screen recording.
It's only what needs to happen. Your first playing.
We were way ahead of schedule for everything to work.
For Tuesday night, like this is starting at quarter after. And usually it's just flim flam and nonsense.
Yeah, no. Monty, you got any flim flam for us? Some flim or flam? We'll take it.
How are you feeling, Monty?
I'm feeling okay. I also feel like I lost all of July.
Oh, I saw you in July.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. You may have blocked that out for reasons.
Well, we were at Incomparable for a week. Yeah. I was at home for 3 days. I went to a family reunion. I got home and I was in isolation in my bedroom for a week for COVID and
yeah, you burned a month.
Yeah.
You didn't miss anything. So it was kind of a B- as months go.
I mean, assuming you remember your time with us.
I do.
Then you did. Okay.
Literally didn't miss anything.
Yeah. catch you up on some soccer scores. I don't know. So,
we played D&D in person.
yeah.
I listened to you playing D&D in person. I wasn't listening very closely. I just wanted to be ready for when I
Edit
edit.
it.
Mhm.
Erica is always listening. It's just how I assume.
I'm always somewhere. I'm literally always somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
So the answer is that I'm out of it and have no shenanigans to bring,
All right, that's fair. I mean,
Right.
you got a pretty good excuse.
Apparently, we don't need to plan. So
except for the shenanigans involved in my choices for Krong's third
Mm.
level.
Oh, do you want to give us a preview now, or wait until we see them in action?
I'm gonna let you see him in action, Tony.
Mm.
It'll be a fun experience for you.
I
Oh,
like
that's
I
what-
like the
We're gonna have
surprise
fun
reveal.
at Total Party Kill. Is there gonna do something new for me as a dungeon master?
So exciting.
This one's for me.
The
Finally.
thing is, Krong used to be a guy who was out at White Sparrow, right? Just this
Yeah.
tiny town in the middle of nowhere. Now he's going to art shows and
Mhm.
casinos and dressing in tuxedos. So I
Yeah.
figure he's more sophisticated now.
Yeah, he's Daniel Craiged up or whatever. I don't know how kids talk.
That's accurate kid speak right there.
That is-
Daniel
that is-
Craiged up.
Sorry, I was just imagine me holding a skateboard over my shoulder.
Easy to do.
Mm-mm. Welcome back, Lincoln.
Welcome back, Lincoln.
Thank you.
Okay.
Doing
My
okay?
computer was doing too many things.
That is
Also,
a problem with
I think
Total
it switched
Party
back to your other mic.
So double check that.
Microphone. Hello. Can you hear me? Tap, tap, tap.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. This computer will just run Zoom.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Compartmentalize.
Basically,
Yeah.
I think my other computer over here is just running Roll20. So
I have desktop, laptop, iPad.
mhm.
I am ready.
Ready. Multi-screen. All right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna start over. Everyone good?
Woo!
Anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
What if I said no?
Then we would stop and we would work through it
Oh.
like adults, Erica.
No,
Our
go
friendship
ahead,
is based on mutual trust and respect. What do you want to hear? Our friendship is based on my respect and trust in you and your, begrudging tolerance of me. Sorry.
All right, you
Tony,
got
you're
this,
great
Tony.
and you know it.
We are
Do
good.
I? Am
You
I?
should know it.
And
You
yet I
are,
don't.
and you
That's part of
should.
my enigmatic charm. It's the crippling insecurity. It's what keeps me on the level. What level is that? Bad level,
We
basement
need to get
level.
you on a better level.
I'm afraid of lifts, which is what they call elevators in Fancy Town. No, I've just had some caffeine and I'm channeling all of it now. I should really start the episode.
Is Fancy Town England?
I was thinking of London, but yes. So, welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, your dungeon master. And today we're doing one of my favorite things over here at Total Party Kill. We are starting yet another adventure. Today we are starting Reach for the Stars, the third level and third adventure in the Keys from the Golden Vault collection. These are a series of adventures that are kind of heists and schemes and various hijinks themed things. This one involves, spoiler, a haunted house. But let me not get too far ahead of myself. Allow me to introduce our players. They will remind you who their characters are or introduce their characters. And then we'll get things started. First up, critical part of Total Party Kill. Nothing happens without her. It's Erica Ensign.
That's not entirely true, but I kind of wish it was. Wait, no, opposite. Anyway, I got some real Tuesday night energy, everybody, and I am bringing it to my least Tuesday night energy character, named Levithia du Isigri. Our pronouns are she, her. She is a now level 3 human ranger, who has the background of Haunted One. So she's the character who tends to be very spacey and a little bit terse and kind of flighty. So we'll see if my shenanigans will manage to fit into that character.
Thank you, Erica. Next up, Monty Ashley. Welcome back, Monty.
Thank you, Tony. I, as you just said, am Monty Ashley.
It's true.
He, him, and I am playing Krong, a bugbear rogue, also he, him. Fun fact about Krong, he's sophisticated now.
Oh, you took a level of class.
I like it.
All right. Also joining us, Annette Weirster. Welcome back, Annette.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be back with my friend Jay Raff, who is an ASMR paladin, and I think of her as my goth character. She really likes black and purple and follows the Raven Queen. And she likes scheming, especially in haunted houses. So she's very excited.
Excellent. And joining us, we're excited to have a brand new player here on Total Party Kill. Father, actor, friend of the Incomparable Network. It's Lincoln Hayes. Welcome, Lincoln.
Hello. Thank you, Tony, for having me. I am very excited to be here. I will be playing a character that will be introduced later.
Okay.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Ooh.
All right, allow us to get things started. As is traditional with keys from the Golden Vault Adventures, your adventures, you were given a strange little magical wooden box, and every so often a golden key appears at your doorstep, delivered by messenger. And you know that when you fit that golden key into the box, a message will be played, and then the key will disappear. And so it is perhaps not too surprising for another key to show up, and I'm just going to railroad you into using the key in the box and hearing the recorded message.
Fair.
So once again, you hear the voice of your contact, Mira, through the box as she says, "Greetings, Keys. Vasil Talistrom, a sage who works with the Golden Vault, has reported the theft of the Celestial Codex. This book contains rituals that in the wrong hands could be used to summon dangerous extraplanar entities. The book was stolen by a nobleman named Marcos Delphi, who might be under the influence of some profane entity. 4 adventurers hired to retrieve the book from Delphi Mansion have disappeared without a trace. We have good reason to assume they're dead. This quest, should you choose to undertake it, requires you to travel to Delphi Mansion and retrieve the Celestial Codex. We hope that you will fare better than the last group. Given that you're down an operative, we've assigned you another key from the Golden Vault. Xanter, he's waiting outside. Good luck, operatives." And
That's
you hear
creepy that he's just waiting outside.
a
I go
knock at
open
the door. Lincoln, who do they see on the other side of the door?
You see before you a deep rock gnome, dark gray skin, shock white hair with blue highlights, very fancy boy dress with lots of buckles and things. And he's got some fingerless gloves, and he just has this excited, eager look on his face. And as soon as the door opens, he goes, "Oh, hello. Pleasure to be here. I'm Xanter Quickhands. I'll be joining you. I've heard a lot about you. I'm really excited to be here."
Hi. I'm assuming we're at my parents' place because that's
Yes.
where we usually hang out.
Assume away.
Yep. And since we are starting a new adventure, we should also describe what Xantar sees when the door opens. So I'm the first one to open it because we're not actively going to a party. I am a human ranger, medium height, mousy hair, like very kind of nondescript, wearing sort of like the most stereotypical ranger clothes you can think of. They're sort of greenish and brownish, and they're just like very easy to wear. And yeah. Oh, also, Levithia has the haunted one feature. So when you look into her eyes, you realize she's seen some really scary stuff, and you feel bad for her. That's me. So behind me are probably a bugbear and a paladin and a goth paladin. You guys want to describe yourselves?
I am kind of a puddle of shadow in the corner, but then I stand up, and it's like a lot more comes out of the shadow than seems like it should. It's a
You're
7'5" furry monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I take out a monocle and squint down at you.
Oh, I love
Wow,
it.
a monocle.
Okay, so we have a bugbear and a monocle squinting down at a rock gnome.
And
with
I
a lot of
assumed
buckles.
what's the height differential between Krong and Xanter there? It's about 6 feet difference, or at least 4 feet difference.
I'm 3 feet tall.
Okay. Krong, 7.5-ish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Love
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
I just
I am dressed all in black as I usually am, with like some hits of purple, and I have purple hair because purple is just about as good as black, and the Raven Queen really likes it. I'm probably a little indifferent. I'm a little like, whatevs. Nice to meet you.
And Xantar, I will tell you, you were recently assigned to this group on kind of a trial basis by the Golden Vault, and they've specifically part of your first task is to hand deliver to the group a map of the greater Varkenbluff area that shows directions to the Delphi Mansion, which is in the wilderness outside Varkenbluff.
Here, I have this for you. We'll be using it for our heist. And I hand them the map.
Thanks. Come on in.
Xander, what skills do you bring to the
Well, I'm actually really excited to tell you about those. I heard about the casino heist, particularly the lion business. I thought that was really neat. But I don't see Ravel here. So, but anyway, I'm a sorcerer by birth, so I can do all kinds of fun stuff. And I summon a mage hand, and I go and I straighten the monocle on Krong.
I summon a mage hand and knock his mage hand away.
Oh no, dueling mage hands. You could have your mage hands arm wrestle or hand wrestle. I don't know.
Some more.
Magic, yes. I've been studying some magic.
Apparently.
Wow.
Excellent.
Is there anything that you would like to take care of in Varkenbluff, the town where it's a small city. It's, they're working on figuring out their government structure before you head out into the wilderness, hopefully to reach Delphi Mansion?
I think the first thing that we usually do is raid my parents' deep closets and make sure that we have the appropriate gear. I feel like what I'm wearing right now, my like cash clothes, are probably good for infiltrating somebody else's mansion.
Yeah,
unless there's a party happening like while we're infiltrating it.
This is certainly a trip into into the rustic wilderness. So this is not, to your knowledge, you have not been sent to infiltrate a bar or a ballroom or a casino opening. So all those points you put into tuxedo handling are not going to come in handy this adventure.
Right. I just donned my cape then, grab my bag.
Yeah. Okay. So just my typical gear is what I will grab too.
Okay.
Bow and whatever other stuff I normally carry. Can I offer you a snack, Xantar? There's probably a table of snacks that we've been munching on.
At this point, I'm just so excited. I don't think I could even eat.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I guess we should head out then, right, folks?
All right.
Do we need to stop anywhere, make any purchases?
And
let's get the job done.
All right. It is, it's a decent travel, across Varkenbluff and into the kind of swamplands around Varkenbluff. The swamplands break way into kind of more rolling hills. The hills lead to foothills, and beyond those mountains, but you're not going to need to get there. This is more of a foothills adventure. And you've been traveling for a couple hours. It's starting to be solidly mid-afternoon. It's kind of nice weather. Sky's blue. Sun is shining. Sky has just got some fluffy clouds. And
I hate this weather so much.
Sorry, Krong. I was being very insensitive there with my assessment of the weather. You think that without, you haven't seen very much traffic on the paths. It's your travel has been uneventful. Judging by the map that the Golden Vault provided you, you're probably almost a mile away from the mansion already.
Okay, so since I spend a lot of time wandering the wilderness around this particular town, because I don't like being in my parents' fancier house at a fancier city, have I ever perhaps, wandered around this one, but I at least know where it is, anything about it, just because it's in my nature to.
Yeah, give me a history check on what you might know about the Delphi family or this area.
All right. History is +1. Which makes that a 3.
You've heard of the Delphi family.
Strong.
You've heard of the Delphi family. You don't remember what their deal is. Yeah. Anyone else who's knowledgeable about the people of Arkenbluff want to make any rolls about this area, or this? You could just be observing, the countryside.
Sure.
I'll give it a shot.
And can we see this map that we're following?
There's not an image
Okay.
of this
The
map.
map is in our heads. I
Yeah.
rolled a 21.
There's another map coming soon, I promise, Monty. Jay, you
did
rolled
not
a
roll a
20 something.
21.
21, and you've been raised among the fancy folk of
Sure.
Varkenbluff. The Delphi family, their nobility. I think they're probably maybe not the same level of nobility as your family, but you're familiar with them. They are particularly known for their academic studies. So they're kind of sages and scholars and intellectuals. They're very into education, and this is an unusual place for the nobility of Varkenbluff to be, because it's like you're outside Varkenbluff, right? So it's they're part of the greater Varkenbluff metro area, but it is unusual to be this far out, kind of into the wilderness. And so the Delphi family is known for being like a little standoffish. It seems like they put a great value on their privacy and peace and quiet, that they would build a mansion out in the middle of nowhere when they could have a lovely mansion right in downtown Varkenbluff, right?
I would like to roll a survival check and look around
Sure.
and see if there are tracks, if there have been comings and goings.
Yep.
Now that we're a little bit away from the mansion, I want to see sort of what the
Sure. And Lincoln,
what
did
the-
you roll something?
I rolled a 14, so she knows more than me.
Okay, cool.
I'm so noble.
16 on a survival check.
You're on kind of a rolling trail here at this point. You've left the road, but it does look like somebody else has been this way in a while. In fact, you realize, perhaps without noticing before or meaning to, you've been following in the literal footsteps of, it looks like maybe an adventuring party of similar size to your own current group. You see the telltale sign of boots and not kind of farm equipment or wagons or cattle or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. How long ago did that person pass?
Looks like a couple days. It seems like it
Okay,
hasn't.
so-
Yeah.
I was afraid that they had just gone past
No.
and we were going to maybe catch up to him or something, so we don't have to be
Mhm.
that careful. But I would like to remain wary as we are
Oh.
getting closer. Like, because if we're supposed to be infiltrating, I don't
Mhm.
necessarily want to go straight up to the front door. I want to do some recon around
Sure.
the outsides.
Why don't you roll a
How-
quick wariness check, which I'll call perception.
How long ago did the previous party come this way?
I believe it was several days ago.
I rolled a 20 on the die, so that's 22.
You are scanning the countryside looking for possible threats or anything. When you notice something that is a little strange, it's probably like you almost look past it and then have to go back because it just didn't really register as possible. Down the hill from you, there is a tree stump, and this is just out in the broad daylight by the side of the road. There is a tree stump, and floating in the air over the tree stump is a disembodied head.
I hold up my arms to kind of stop everybody. And I turn and I whisper to my three companions, okay, you guys know more about magic-y stuff than I do, so I want to point your quiet attention to the floating head over the tree stump over there. What do you guys make of that? I don't know what they would want to roll, or if anybody would, have any of you guys seen heads on tree stumps?
I don't know. Have I?
Good
No.
question.
Not at daylight hours.
I'm sure Krong's put some heads on tree
Yeah.
stumps.
Never seen anything like that before in my life.
Neither have I.
Is it an alive head or is it a dead head?
Roll
Or of a fish
medicine.
fan?
Yeah, thank you. That was what I was trying to find. It does look, as you're looking at it, and I imagine you've noticed this from a little bit of a distance with Levithia's perception, it appears to be a live head, in that you see it occasionally move around. The hair, the person whose head is here has kind of got long blonde hair. At least it's hard to. It's like shoulder length. Well, they don't have shoulders anymore, so it's, but yeah, it appears to be a young woman. And Krong, as you're trying to assess, her medical situation, she blinks and kind of stares back at you.
Hi.
Greetings, adventurers. My name is Elra Lionheart. Please approach.
Insight check.
I'm approaching.
I run right up to her.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Well,
sounds fun.
I rolled a 6, so I'm probably just approaching as well.
Levithia, you seem confident that her name is Elra Lionheart and that she has asked you to approach. So there is art of this situation, which is amusing to me.
Oh, wow. Really? Just like right there.
Just right there. Erica, you might want to make sure that shows up on your map /
Yeah.
screen capture. So there's just a disembodied human woman's head. She's got blonde hair. She looks like she's probably in her mid-20s, and she has said that her name is Elra Lionheart. And she says, "Oh, thanks for stopping to chat. So I think it's important that I impart some information to you, given my current situation. You see, my companions and I died trying to retrieve the Celestial Codex.
Oh.
And I sense that you may be headed on a similar path."
Yes.
Literally.
Gave it away.
And so you're
Well-
not alive.
No, I'm something else.
Are you dead?
I believe so. Things are confusing.
Like, why is your name Lionheart when you don't have a heart anymore?
Well, I sure used to.
Okay, well, you used to have a name too.
She clears her throat, which is confusing because she doesn't have a throat.
Yeah, I think you might listen. You don't have to take my advice, but you may want to come to terms with the new state that you're in and stop holding on to the things that bound you to life.
That's really helpful. I feel like as part of doing that, I have a message that I must relay to those of you who still walk among the living. Sorry, that's just our expression for you people.
You people.
Well, yeah. Heed my words, lest you too fall prey to the dangers of Delphi Mansion. Marcos is using the book to conjure an otherworldly being not meant to exist in this world. Heed my words. Yeah. So just, if you could heed those words, I think that would really help me move on.
Sure. Are you sure you're not an otherworldly being at this point?
I am certainly from this world.
So can you describe this otherworldly being a little more than otherworldly being?
No. I mean, it's from not here and it's bad. And the book has something to do with it. That's why
This
we were
feels
sent to
very
get
racist.
it. Well, I mean,
Oh,
look,
you know what? They're not
Is
from
it
here and they look
small?
weird.
Is it a ghost? Does it have solid form?
look, there's all kinds of horrible creatures in Marcos's mansion and the Delphi family mansion. Hold on, let me get back into ghost speak. Beware the creatures that look like puddles of eyes and mouths. Beware the thing that has hooks for hands. And beware the mansion itself, for it transforms weirdly. Most of all, stop Marcos before it's too late. Heed my words. I don't know why. I feel like I never said heed my words before I died, but now I just can't stop saying it. It's been a weird week.
Comes with the territory, I guess.
No.
I would like to hear some words about the layout of the mansion itself. Maybe you could tell us what way you tried to go in, and maybe we could try to go a different way.
Oh,
Right.
that would be super helpful. We had a map. I think we left it at our campsite. It's not too far from here. There's like a little bluff south of the mansion that overlooks it. You should go there first. Maybe our stuff is still there. Maybe if you use my stuff, I can move on to the next world.
Do you have any people that you want to give us a message to or anything?
No, I pretty much had things sorted. You
Oh,
know,
all
adventure
right.
life, kind of.
Fair
You
enough.
know,
Had your affairs in order, I guess.
Yeah,
hey, you never know
Levithia-
when the next day on the road will be your last. I mean, I literally did not know. I would have stayed home if I had had that knowledge and information. What are you going to do?
Xanter looks very nervous now. He had not considered that before joining up with this group.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
you-
I sort of like wait, actually, what is my insight? Am I yeah, I've got pretty decent insight. I probably noticed that. I just sort of gently reach down and pat him on the shoulder.
you know, I have met some otherworldly beings in my own travels, and they were not as helpful as I would have liked. And I just want to warn you, there's this real mixed up thing where, like, you know, the events around one's own demise don't kind of register totally when you get trapped in the kind of spirit world. So, like, I may not have all the information that you would like. Like, you're gonna ask me how I died. Why am I just ahead? And I really don't know. So, like, let's just get that out there here. Like,
I mean, we can draw some conclusions.
So you don't know whether it was a puddle of eyes and mouths or a thing with hooks for hands.
I don't know, but this seems like a hooks for hands situation is my guess, but I cannot say that with any certainty.
I mean, I've never met a
Fair.
puddle that could decapitate, but I haven't
Well.
been everywhere.
Delphi Mansion, check it out.
Now, this
do
seems
you
like
know-
exactly what you were telling us not to do earlier.
Well, I mean, Marcos must be stopped before it's too late. Heed my words.
Do you know if we retrieve this codex, if we can kind of put all this back in the box?
I hope so. I mean, I think the key thing is that he needs to have it. You may have more information from the Golden Vault than I do.
Hmm.
I've been dead a week, so you got any recent sports scores for me?
You look great.
Thanks.
I now that she has actually out loud mentioned the Golden Vault, I feel a little bit more relaxed because I wasn't 100% sure, and I was like, I was gonna like try to slip the word key into a sentence somewhere, but the opportunity had not yet presented itself. So okay, so Levithia like visibly kind of loosens just a little bit. Trying to
The
think of what
Baldur's
else.
Gate Titans got banished to the astral plane for a week.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're always doing stuff like that.
Yep.
Hmm.
Where did you say your campsite was from here?
You know, it's just a little ways down the next hill and then turn off the path. And there's like a nice little bluff that overlooks the mansion. And yeah, we made camp there. And I think we probably left a lot of our stuff there before we headed in. I don't know. Everything gets hard to remember after that.
Are you magically tied to this stump, or do you want us to bring you with us, or like?
Oh, I
turn
would
you
love
around?
to leave. I've been here for like at least a couple days, and you are the first people to come by.
Great.
Um,
How does this work?
Is there a stick around here anywhere, like a nice long, like?
Oh yeah,
stick?
it's the woods, Monty. Or sorry,
Great.
Krog. There's plenty
I
of
would-
Head
sticks.
on a stick.
I would like to find a stick,
Mhm.
and then you know, the classic bindle style where there's a
Mm.
bag hanging from the
Uh-huh.
end of the stick. That's her head.
Okay. Wow, this is different. Let me tell you, after a day on a stump, you do not want to be on a stump anymore.
Could we make it? Could we make it so her head faces backwards so she can watch our back as we walk? Assuming
right.
you're okay with that,
I feel like I'd get dizzy if I can't see which way we're going.
Elra.
mm,
Okay, that's fair. Like riding backwards in a coach.
Yeah. Ooh,
almost
someone's
said
been in a
train.
coach. Fancy.
Do you want any food or anything? Do you have any physical needs? Or
Not really. It's
can we
weird.
eat?
Honestly, I'm pretty excited that I was even able to be put in this bindle. I wasn't sure if I was corporeal anymore. Krog, how
Does her
corporeal
head
am
seem
I?
solid, or is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yes and no. I think it especially depends how the light's hitting it.
You're mostly corporeal. If we succeed, you might pop out of existence because this might be your final quest or some
No,
jazz like
I'm-
that.
I know what we're doing here. Like, I don't want to sit on a stump for 100 years. Like, let's get
I mean,
this
who
show on the
does?
road. Yeah. So, yeah, to my campsite or my ex campsite. It's to a campsite.
Oh, were any of your compatriots evil? Do we have to watch out for them?
No, they're probably all dead.
All right.
I just assume they're dead. I haven't seen them since. So they're not ghosts. Why did I get stuck hanging around then?
Well,
That's
you know
confusing.
what? We
What
will
was your
keep our
role with
eyes
your
out.
group?
Well,
Did
I
you
was the
do
leader,
that?
so I mean, I
Mm.
guess, the charge from the Golden Vault is kind of on my head. I did not mean to say it like that. Sorry, it's been days since I talked to anyone, and I'm new at being a ghost, so try and do less puns.
Again, you're doing great.
Thanks.
We'll try to keep our eyes out as we go for other floating heads, just in case.
Yeah. Would you like
Just
to
make more
travel
bindles from your
to
group, then, I guess.
Elra's camp?
Yes.
Off we go.
All right.
I will.
Especially with her in tow, it is very easy to find. There's just like a little campsite. It is off the trail from away, kind of in a cluster of trees with a view of the south side of Delphi Mansion. And, there's some backpacks at a fire pit that has been, cold for a week. And it looks like probably people camped out here and then went into the mansion. And, they didn't bring all their stuff with them. And in one of the backpacks is a map and some scraps of paper. And Elra volunteers so we got these from one of Marcos's followers who was a little unsure about things. I can't really vouch for the quality of them, but hey, it's what we got. I hope it works out better for you.
I hope so too.
Allow me to.
I noticed they didn't bring this map with them.
Well, they needed it to be here for you to be available.
Perhaps one of them had a photographic memory and they didn't need to take it.
Ooh, did one of you have a photographic memory?
That sounds right. I have shared with the players a hand-drawn map of a Delphi mansion with some stuff noted on it. It also has on the back, it has some notes that has been scribbled down that I will read to you and also place in the Roll20 chat. So you've got that for reference. So many tabs. The notes on the back of the map, there's 3 little notations. 1, Marcos has a room on the 3rd floor where he performs his rituals. 2, a cavernous room underneath the basement contains 4 large crystals, purpose unknown. And 3, mansion windows can be unlocked using the password Krukelmar, which you could kind of remember as Ramluck Orc backward if all of those were spelled wrong.
What?
No,
it does not.
We
It does
need a
not.
mnemonic device.
It
Tony.
does not suggest that
nonsense.
as a thing in thing. That is my own suggestion for you, Ramluck Orc
Helpful.
backward. I just know that players are not going to remember the word Krukelmar for more than 1 week.
That's
We
why I'm
just
writing
gotta
it
take
down.
that map with us. With our
But you might
photographic map memory.
remember Ramluck Orc backward.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
It's kind of memorable. Ramluck Orc backward.
See, now you're just saying it over and over.
I
till
know.
it becomes
I
absurd
am very.
enough.
I'm
gets stuck in our
I'm
head.
very aware of what I'm doing.
You're creating an earworm of a nonsense word.
Yep, Ramluck Orc backward. So from where you can see on this little bluff where they've made camp, there is in the distance a 3-story mansion, and it kind of stands alone in a clearing with the foothills in the distance behind it. It has alabaster walls, windows on all 3 levels, and a closed double door on the ground floor. The area around the mansion seems unnaturally quiet. There's no one coming or going. There's nobody out working in the garden. No signs of horses or carts or anything like that. It's just a kind of quiet, isolated mansion sitting here in the countryside.
Is it green or is it dead?
The grass around the mansion is green.
Is it kept or is it overgrown?
It looks reasonably kept.
Seems they still have landscapers on the payroll.
Mm.
I asked Elra.
Oh,
so
hi.
Which entrance did your team go in through?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess we had this note about the windows. Maybe we tried one of the windows. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna make your survival check and see if I can see where they went. That is let's see, 9 plus 4 is 13.
There is not any obvious sign of where they went from the camp down into the mansion at this stage of things.
It seems to me that we want to get up to the 3rd floor, right? This ritual room, because not you. I'm not talking to you. You're not here.
I'm listening though,
Because
and I agree.
The codex was
seems
for
logical.
rituals, and he's casting rituals there.
Like a good place to start.
I would like to just climb up to the third floor and go in a window there. How do you guys feel about it?
That seems quite dangerous, but you seem like you can handle it.
I figure it's less dangerous to be outside the building as long as possible.
What time of day is it, Dean?
Is late afternoon.
Does it look climbable?
I would say so. It's a house. For Krong? Yeah.
Is there a section of the house that's in shadow?
No. I would say no.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I think if it's easily climbable, we could probably all
And Krong could probably
manage to
climb up
it.
and leave a rope for
Rope.
Yeah.
Whoa, Tony just suggested rope. You
I'm
feeling all right, buddy?
unwell.
Those of you playing Total Party Kill Bingo, rope has
Yeah.
been mentioned.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Allow me to say some rope. What a stupid idea, me. There we go. Circle complete.
Okay. So the ritual room, on the map, the ritual room looks like it is on the far side and the east side of the third floor. Is that what I'm seeing? Like the thing with a weird I don't know, pool
Who's in it?
mirror in it. Like, is that the ritual room?
That's
Or do we
gotta
think
be
it's
it.
in the basement?
Hmm.
The basement has a ritual room, but they said the third floor is where he does his rituals.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and it has mysterious crystals in the basement.
Mm.
I also
Basement seems more dangerous.
I like the thought of starting from the top and working our way down.
Yeah.
Smart. Wicked smart.
How
So-
high is the roof? My mage hand
Probably.
range of
I'm
30
gonna say
feet.
it's a 3-story house and it's got big fancy rich people ceilings. So I'm gonna say that the building is 75 feet high.
Wow.
Yeah. The ceilings
Very,
throughout the
very
mansion are 20 feet high and 3
Whoa.
stories.
Wow.
And then, and some
Holy.
attic and some rafters, right? Oh man, architects are gonna write into this and be so pissed at me.
You really think
It's
we have architects
fancy.
listening?
We could have an architect listening.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I do have some climbing gear, so
Ooh, perfect.
I can
All
help.
right.
there is, there you have
Like
been
a
given
grappling hook.
the third floor clearly has windows, and you do have a key for getting in the windows. And I would say that it's certainly possible to climb the structure if you're so inclined.
I think we should do it.
Yeah, I like this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So I want to approach, and I would like to lead and also do another survival check to keep an eye out around us for
Okay.
any potential things. I guess I'm distracted by the thought of climbing because that's only an 8.
It does not seem like anyone is aware of your presence as you make your way down the hill toward the mansion. At this stage of things, if you're going to try and climb, I guess I would ask you to determine if you want to climb. You are facing the south side of the mansion. I don't know if you just want to go up the front or one of the sides or go around the back. There are definitely windows on every side. I don't have an art of the exterior of the mansion, but I would say it's clear that there is like a rounded part in the northwest corner that is probably, it's not a tower because it doesn't go beyond the 3rd story, but probably safe to assume that it's like a spiral staircase that, goes up kind of the inside of the house, but has a rounded part on the corner of the house. But yeah, I guess you need to pick a side of the house that you want to climb.
I
All
think
right.
we should just go straight to the ritual room, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The north wall, there's a window that looks like it goes into what we think the ritual room is. And if it's afternoon, that means the sun is on the west and south. So we should be in shadow if we're over here on the north side.
I'm not going to do the math on that. I'll trust you.
Well, this turret area.
Yeah, that's all good.
Perfect.
To the northeast side.
All right. Let me the maps don't totally predict that you'll scale the outside of the building, but we can do that. Let me take you to a map of the outside of Delphi Mansion. Do-do. All right. Do you see? Have I taken you there appropriately?
Yes, but stop zooming in and out.
I don't think I have a control over your zoom. If
All
I
I see
do,
is the top of the screen, and it's not zooming in and out. Oh, I see it. I scrolled down, and then I found our tokens.
yeah. Okay. If you see your tokens, that's where I want you to be.
It's kind of in the middle.
Yep, it's kind of in the middle. All right, so you have snuck your way around the house. Let me just reveal kind of the shape of the house because you would know that from your explorations.
And eyes.
And eyes, yes, from your eye having. All right, what is climbing the? And you can see there's kind of a little rounded bit in the corner here. Got it. All right, what's the plan for climbing this thing?
I'm going to walk up to here. Is there a window on the 3rd floor above where I am standing?
Absolutely, there is.
I'm going to climb up to it.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to roll something, or you'd like to tell me that this is happening, Tony, and you can't do anything about
it? You tell me what to roll, man.
I think you should roll some athletics.
Okay, that is a 3.
All right. Krong makes it up about halfway and stumbles. Krong, you are going to take a D8 of damage. You take 3 damage as you land. You know, I mean, I don't think it's not like you fall on your back, but probably like you didn't intend to fall off a building, and so like it hurts.
3 days ago, I climbed a art museum in the rain.
Yep,
flawlessly.
But you had to hike like 10 miles out to here in the wilderness first. So your calves are burning.
I give Krong a snack.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a snack.
All right. Is there a plan other than trying this again?
Doesn't sound like it.
All right. It's that kind of adventure. Krong, give me another roll.
Can I help this time by like sort of giving a boost to this giant
I'll give you moral support.
Yeah, climb better this time.
Does that mean I now have advantage?
Indeed, it does.
8.
What? With advantage?
Drinks my dumb stat. I can't help. I'm sorry.
You are having a hard time. Maybe it's something about how this wall is in shadow. You are just not able to get up there, and it seems like maybe there is. As you're like you're on your second attempt, there is a window at ground level right where you're trying to climb up that you have now been looking in several times, Krong. And yeah.
All right.
I want to turn to Xanter and say, you mentioned you had some climbing gear, and I look up. Is there a place that perhaps like a grappling hook could hit the ceiling, not the ceiling, sorry, the roof or the window ledge or something to make it easier?
I think so. This is not a mansion designed to keep people out.
It's designed to keep people in.
Oh yeah.
As a test, I want to go up to the window that I can get to, being 3 feet tall, and I want to say the password Krokumar.
You hear a little like sound of like a latch opening on the window. You sense that the window is unlocked, but still closed.
I go over to Krong lying on the ground and I say,
my back.
Could I possibly get on your shoulders so I'm a little closer to the higher up window, and I could try maybe calling up and unlocking it from here?
Ooh. And then there'd be a great place for the grappling hook to land.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. Although that just unlocks it, doesn't open it.
Yeah.
Right. But I have Mage Hand.
Sure. Mage Hand will not reach that, by the way. But here you go. I stand up and lift you up above my head.
All right.
John Cusack can say anything.
Okay.
So we're 10 feet tall now.
Yep.
Oh, you're holding me up.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Taller than that, I guess.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah. Krong's arms are ridiculously
Very long. Yeah. Yep.
Look how long they are.
So I'm precariously balancing on his hands.
Mm-hmm. Nothing can go wrong.
Try to throw my voice up and say, Krokomar.
All right. Give me a quick performance check.
Hey, you know what?
Got to speak from the
+4.
diaphragm.
Krokomar. Ugh, that's a 12.
Several windows on the second floor unlock. But you think the one you intended to unlock is also unlocked.
Oh,
This
cool.
seems like a very bad anti-theft system.
Yeah, it's unclear. Maybe they lock again. I think we have not fully explored the limits of Kokomar.
I'm going to take out my coil of rope.
Yep.
I'm going to summon my mage hand and
Yep.
take the end of the rope and
Send it
that
up.
window.
How far does Mage Hand go up from you?
30 feet.
All right. And this is, I think you can get it there. Slash. Yeah.
I mean, you could,
Maybe,
if you're
can it toss it? Can the Mage Hand toss the rope for the last, 5 or 10 feet?
I could probably toss him.
And then he tosses the rope, and you're all
This is
all
amazing.
right. There is now a rope looped around a little window latch, which would make it a lot easier to climb up.
Great. Why don't I go first and then secure it somewhere on the 3rd floor
All right.
with
Sounds
my
good.
all of 35 pounds?
Yep.
Yeah, belay that. I'm 450, by the way. So good luck.
I'll find something small or strong, rather. I'm going to.
All right. Give me an athletics check, Xanter. We'll say that you have advantage because of there's a rope. You're not just free climbing a building.
Advantage. I'm going to take it. Hey, okay. 16 minus 1, 15.
All right, you get, it maybe you had to huff and puff a little bit more than you would have liked to in front of your new work colleagues, but you are up and by the unlocked window. Can we assume you open the window and look in? All right, I'm revealing part of the map. You are on the 3rd floor of Delphi Mansion. You've gone around the south side. You have thrown a rope up and attempted to climb, and you are peeking in through an open 3rd floor window. And this seems to be on the 3rd floor of Delphi Mansion, the bathroom, Xanter.
The bathroom.
The main
Handy.
the main feature of this room is there is a raised marble bathtub in the kind of middle of the room. Near it, there's some marble sinks and some oval mirrors. There's a fireplace. There's a small table against the east wall that has a colorful collection of bottles on it. And there's a doorway just across from you, and you also see kind of a little set of stairs heading down. From where you
bathing
are.
is a ritual
It's
for
true.
a lot of people.
So it seems what we thought was some kind of mirror is actually a very nice bathtub.
Very
I'm
nice.
going to tie the
bathtub.
rope to that.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
extremely heavy and secure. It weighs at least 2 krongs. So that's
So I'm going to measure everything now.
Mhm.
So I'd like to sneak in here and try to tie the rope to the tub.
All right, we'll just say that you can just do that. Would other folks like to climb the rope and enter the bathroom of Delphi Mansion?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to roll for that?
You
With
do still
advantage
you
because
with
it's a rope?
advantage. I would like you to get above a 10 on an athletics check.
All right.
I would like that
I
too.
didn't on my first roll.
11.
Oh,
I'll
14 on
take
my
it.
Second.
That's all you needed, Monty.
Thank goodness for advantage because I rolled a 1 on the first die. And then I got a 15 on the second one, and then I get to add 2. So I'm good. I'm up.
While they're climbing, can I look at these glass bottles?
Yeah, Xanter, you're looking at them. They seem to be bottles of perfume and scented oils. I mean, it's not exactly what you were sent here for, but you could imagine some of these might have decent resale value.
Pocket them.
All right. You've just grabbed 100 gold pieces worth of perfumes and oils.
Jeez. Okay.
Use
Do
that for a
not
bath.
break those because you will smell weird.
For levels. Yeah.
Hard to sneak too if it
Yeah,
if
it
they
will
break.
major penalty to
Stealth goes
you're
out the
gonna
window.
yeah, you're gonna have to stay downwind of everything. It's yeah. So adventures, you have I think two obvious exits from this room. There's a doorway leading south. There's also a tiny little set of stairs that leads down. I guess there's also a window on the east wall if you want to leave this leave the house entirely through a different window than what you entered. Yeah.
Well, okay, so we have this map which we brought, and it doesn't show anything that's in any of the other rooms.
It does
But
not.
it looks like there's sort of a central room that has a bunch of doors off of it. So obviously that's the next place we need to go unless we want to start busting through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
So you want to head south?
Yeah, because
Krong-
we want to stay on the third floor.
Yes. Krong, would you like to take a sneaky peek?
Yes. I will go to this door that goes south.
Okay.
I will examine it for traps.
Yep.
Classic
Mhm.
D&D stuff right
yeah,
there.
I love it. People,
Wow.
Mhm.
That's what I
D&D
signed up
people
for.
are loving it.
You want me to roll anything?
If you'd like to roll perception, if you're listening at the door or checking it for traps.
I thought you said it was a jar.
No.
It's a
Okay.
door.
If it's a jar, that means there's going to be one of those buckets full of water on it.
Yeah.
When you open it.
Mhm.
I know.
Classic, Eldritch Horror, Frank.
I got a 10.
All right. Krong, you feel confident that this door is untrapped. I will tell you with a 10, as you're kind of checking out the door, you hear, I'm going to say you hear a little bit of noise from the room beyond. Maybe the kind of like the flapping of leathery wings.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
I will use the spell message to tell, let's say, Xanter, there are leathery wings ahead. And then I will open the door and stealth into the hallway.
All right. You stealth into the hallway beyond. As expected from the map, this does seem to be kind of like a connecting chamber. It's not really a room that has any function, but it has several doors off of it. A set of double doors leads south. A single door leads west. The door you're coming from leads north. There's also another door in the north wall. So this is a hallway with four doors to it, but it is not an empty hallway. For in this hallway, the sound of leathery wings that you heard belongs to some horrible little kind of insect-looking creatures, and they're kind of flapping around this room on their horrible little leather wings with their weird proboscis beaks. Kron, give me a stealth check to see if these creatures notice you or not.
19.
They are unaware of your passing.
I'll send another message. You guys should get in here. I'm going to kill these things.
Okay.
I passed that along.
All right. I'm just going to add everybody to the initiative order because it seems like that's how we're dealing with this situation.
Do
all right.
Well, I haven't seen them yet, so I don't actually know what they are to know if I have knowledge of sturges.
They are players indeed. Sturges, which are horrible, like really bad mosquito monsters that are gross and like to attach themselves to you and suck blood. The Sturges have rolled initiative. I suggest that other people roll initiative. Krong, do you want to put your token as if you were kind of in this room?
Yeah.
And I will say, Krong, you have a surprise round on these creatures because you got into the room without them knowing you're there.
I rolled a 6.
So did I.
My dex is +3.
Mine is only +1, so
Okie dokie.
I'm slow in the door.
Let's see here. So you got a 6. So Levithia and Krong will go before the Sturges, then the Sturges will go, and then J-Raf and the Xanter will go afterwards. Yeah. Krong, why don't you take a surprise round now? If you want, there could be just a clueless Sturge flapping past you, not a care in the world.
All right. The one to my right, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So is it surprise? Do I have advantage because I was all stealth?
You have all of the advantages.
Well, I did not roll particularly well, but I do have a +1 rapier I got from our last encounter, so it's a 16.
16 will hit a Sturge. They're not wearing armor. They just have horrible little furry insect bodies.
I'm rolling a lot of dice.
Yeah. It's
Fun. Like that.
Okay, so that's 9 points from the rapier, 10 points from the sneak attack, and 6 points from the bugbear specific prize attack. So 25 points of damage.
The Sturge basically just explodes as you punch. You hit it right in the center with its with your rapier. It is just a kind of bloody mess on the ground. All of the other Sturges like whip around, make horrible little buzzing noises back and forth at each other. Levithia, you get to go now.
I will now bonus action disengage and walk over here, so nothing is directly on me. Now you may go.
Yeah, Levithia.
What's the light situation in here, DM?
I think it's dimly lit. Does it say anything here? Oh, the mansion is illuminated by continual flame spells cast on candles that are mounted to the wall. So I guess it's well lit.
Boo.
Right.
Boo for rogues.
Yeah.
I'm going to scooch over a few feet until I see something in the room, and I just checked, and it's 30 feet away to see the Sturge that's across the room.
Yeah,
and I will pull out my longbow and shoot at it. That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Yay! All right. That's 10 points of damage.
Unnecessary. You pin the Sturge to the wall with an arrow. 2 Sturges have been slain. There's a bunch of them. I'd say there's a half dozen left buzzing around the room, looking hungry. Anything else, Levithia?
I think I'm going to stay where I am. I can always come into the room in the next turn.
All right, Krong, you are next. This is your first real turn. You are in the hallway full of buzzing bat blood drinking monsters. And you.
Is there any justification for a bonus action hide in this situation?
I think, unfortunately, this hallway is bereft of anything that you could hide under. Like if there was like a bedside table, I would be like, Krong folds himself under that table. But I think they did not decorate this place, so there's nary a tapestry or a nook to hide in.
All right. Well, 1, 2. I can get over here. Oh, there's a guy there. No, I'm running south. I'm going to attack this guy.
All right, you close with the nearest Sturge.
I am not rolling great today, is what's happening there. 12?
12 does not hit. You hit the wall next to the Sturge.
Fine.
Dang.
All right, Krong, anything else? You could theoretically keep moving if you needed.
I'd have to bonus action disengage.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I'll stand next to this guy.
All right. The Sturges are next. There's 6 of them. They're buzzing about. 3 of them are, one of them is already next to Krong, and 2 others buzz over to join Krong. I think the next 3 are going to basically they're going to go for the door, and they're going to find themselves. It looks like, unfortunately, Xanter, you are the closest target to them. Let me just check here.
Are they not coming in the next room?
I think that Xanter is kind of holding the doorway enough that they can't get past him without provoking, right?
I mean, they could move in around it. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. They cannot get in through that door.
No. All right. I'm just checking.
Got my foot in front of it.
So I'm going to roll a bunch of Sturge attacks. Sturges have +5 to attack. So here is 3 Sturge attacks coming on Krong. I have, 15, natural 20, and a 21.
Oh,
Wrong.
Do they all hit?
Well, let me. They do. I could cast shield, but that would only protect me from one of them because they rolled so very well.
I apologize. These are the finest Sturges that I could source today. All right,
Can I
Krong.
see these creatures, DM?
Yeah.
I'd like to silvery barbs and natural 20.
Oh,
Thank
good
you.
choice. All right, I will roll again and presumably roll lower. I rolled 8, which is 8 plus 5 is 13. Probably doesn't hit Krong.
It does not. I will now use shield to
Oh,
protect myself.
from all of them.
No, just from the 15. The 21 still hits.
21 still hits. All right, one of the
Thank you, Xanter.
Yeah. So one of the Sturges is disrupted by silvery barbs. Another one gets deflected by your magical shield, but one of them, Krong, gets through and plunges its horrible needle nose beak proboscis thingy into your arm and siphons out some of your blood. It costs you 5 hit points.
Ow. Hey, who's getting the advantage from that silvery barbs?
You are, sir.
Nice. Thank you.
All right, Xanter, that was very nice of you. Let's see if you live to have that niceness repaid. 3 Sturges make their way for you. I have rolled a maths 20, a 9, and a 23. I am on a pretty good streak here, people. It's time to
unlike
bet on the Dungeon
Yeah.
Master.
2 of those will hit.
2 of those will hit. That does 10 Sturge damage to you as they siphon your blood out. I will tell you the if you got hit by a Sturge, which you just got hit by 2, Xanter, Krong, you got hit by 1. The Sturge is now like attached to you.
Yes.
Which is extremely unpleasant.
Yes.
You can in the future basically just pull a Sturge off of you as an action. It basically the Sturge kind of, if a Sturge is attached to you, they automatically hit with their next attack. So, J-Raff, you are next. Your friend or your new friend Xanter is kind of in the doorway between the bathroom and the hall, and there are 2 Sturges attached to him. Especially given Xanter's scale of size, that is a decent percentage of him that is currently having its blood pumped out of him by horrible bat mosquitoes.
For those keeping track at
Okay.
home, it is 50%.
50% of you has been transferred to the monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 weapon fighting.
Mm.
I feel like my flail is not a good thing to fling and try to beat things off my friend with, but I have daggers.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to try and hit those 2, maybe, hopefully 2, if I can roll decently. So first roll with my dagger. 12. That does not hit, right?
Well, it does not hit. Sorry.
Okay, I'd use the dagger in my other hand. Also a 12.
Oh,
Surprisingly,
Why is
Also
that the
hits.
number?
12?
yeah. I just a mathematical strategy of do higher than 12 people. Anything
I am very
else?
sorry, Santa.
Yeah. All right, Xanter, it is your turn. There are 2 of these horrible things attached to you. You can decide where. You can do stuff. You could certainly just yank one of them off you, but that would be your entire action.
Sure.
I mean, there's a variety. They're small enough that they're not impeding your ability to do other things you might want to do as a character.
Sure. Okay. Oof. Is this technically a ranged spell? I think it is. So it'd be a disadvantage to somebody attached to me.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack the one attached to me with one of my daggers.
All right.
Stab yourself in the face.
And I'm not restrained at all, right? I can
No,
move.
they're not big enough
Right.
to be restrained. They're not. You're not.
I'm gonna
constrained or
move
restrained.
behind this goth chick.
Okay.
Help me.
You could imagine the Sturges basically come with you.
Ah. Okay. 23.
All right. Yeah, you get one of them. Roll damage right with your dagger.
3 and 3 is Six.
It is dead. You just kind of like pry it off you with a dagger, and it hits the ground, twitching, never to come up again.
And I look at Levithia and I go,
All right. I feel like it's time to help our new companion.
Mhm.
So
It would be
I'm
real
going
bad
to-
if we let Lincoln die on the first on his
Yes,
first session.
exactly.
That and we would meet.
thanks for coming.
Yeah. Well, we would meet in the next
Your
room. We would
trial
meet.
is
We
over.
would meet Bantar, Xanter's twin brother with the same character sheet. But yeah,
Just tied up for some reason.
yeah, I'm tied up for some reason.
I'm gonna sort of like twirl around into the space where this dead Sturge was,
Mhm.
and drop my bow and pull out a short sword and a dagger. So I will also try 2-weapon fighting. So first of all, I will try with the short sword against this this thing right here,
Mhm.
and that is a 15.
15 hits, and I will tell you,
Oh,
these don't
An 18.
have they don't have a lot of hit points. The key is hitting them.
All right. My short sword does a d6. That's 3, so that's 5 points.
All right. So you just, with your short sword, just clip one of the Sturges off of Xantor. Maybe it's horrible, like needle beak is still in your arm, but you know, the thing that was pumping all the blood is gone.
All right. Well, there's nothing I can do from
You
so with
keep
2-weapon
moving.
fighting, can you split up those attacks? With
I
movement
don't
or
know for
no?
sure, but for now, I'm gonna say you can do it, and you can look up the exact rules later.
Okay. In that case, oops. Then I want to move so that I already did 2, 3, 4. And then does that get me close enough to that
Yeah.
one? That's okay.
So you kind of rush past Xantor, clip a Sturge off him, and push past Jay, head into the horrible hallway full of Sturges and
Wait.
prongs.
Instead, I want to scooch over here so that I can peek through the doorway. And with 2-weapon fighting, if one of the weapons has the ability to be thrown, you can do that.
Oh,
I did
nice.
check that. Yes. So I'm going to throw the dagger at one of the ones that is attached. There's one attached to Krung?
One, I believe a single Sturge is attached to Krong.
Okay. Well, I do not want it to automatically hit, assuming it lives that long. Krung does go next. But I'm going to try to hit that one.
This seems very dangerous. They don't have William Tell in this universe because he was killed by Sturges.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Can you do 2 damage to a Sturge?
I certainly can because that's minimum 4.
Monty, where do you think the Sturge was attached to Krong?
On the hand, just kind of hanging off it. Just
yeah. The dagger catches it and pins it to the wall next to your hand.
Gross.
Gross. All right. Wow, you killed 2 Sturges on your turn, Levithia. By my count,
I'm
3 Sturges remain. Yeah.
In front of me.
3 Sturges remain. None of them are currently attached to anyone. Krong.
I assume that the Sturge that has been pinned to the wall, his proboscis kind of droops, and I'm able to just slide my arm off of it.
Yes. It's gross, but it doesn't hurt.
I'll now attack the northern of the guys.
Yep.
Using the advantage that Silvery Barbs very kindly gave me. 18.
That'll hit. Can you do 2 damage?
Well, because I'm a rogue and I had an advantage on that shot, I think I can. 6.
You're going to roll all those dice, though.
13.
Okay. You murder a Sturge that was just doing its job, which is to say what it is born to do, which is suck blood from adventurers.
I will now bonus action disengage and attempt to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares away. There's a chance these guys don't go as fast as me, so I might be safe.
We'll find out. Because it's their turn. The Sturges have a fly speed of 40. So one of the Sturges chases you down, Krong, and then the other one. I'm a little confused. Is Levithia in the doorway or is Jay in the doorway?
I'm in the doorway.
Okay.
The door is where I am.
All right. So one Sturge will attack Levithia, one Sturge will attack Krong. Levithia, 9 is not going to hit you. Krong, Critical fail is not going to hit you.
Yeah.
Please kill these sturges so we may find out what happens next. Jay, starting with you.
Okay, I'm going to this time, since there's nothing attached to my friends, I'm going to
Nope.
use my flail. Can I roll higher than a 12? No, I rolled a 12 again.
At least you're consistent.
Okay, I'm going to use a different dice, and I'm going to use a dagger in my other hand. And that time I rolled a 7. So I might as well just,
At least
stay in
it's
this
not a
bathroom
12.
and have a bath.
Yeah.
It is a very nice tub.
It's a
Can
very
I
nice
have some
tub.
of those oils? And
All the
They're
bubble
good.
bath is gone.
You know, by the time you got in the window, there were, you were just thinking this side table would look lovely if there were some fancy bottles of oils there, but there were none to be seen. Xanter.
Okay. Oof. Feeling it. I will move over here where I can see this one, and I will attempt a firebolt.
Okay.
And that is a 14 to hit.
And how much damage does Firebolt do?
That's going to do 6 fire damage.
All right. You scorch a scourge. That smells very unpleasant. Probably smells like your blood on fire.
Very irony.
Levithia, can you kill the final sturge?
That's not irony.
Let's see. I'm gonna just charge at it with my sword, since I dropped my bow back there. That is a 17, and I do maximum damage, which is 6 plus 3.
All right. You have slain the final sturge.
I go pick up my bow immediately.
I hand it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you
I
cleared
have half as much of my blood.
I mean, literally you do. So make sure to hydrate. I don't know if do you have the ability to do some healing at this stage of things, people?
I wouldn't mind a short rest. That would heal me up pretty nicely.
I feel like
I will
we
mention
should shut ourselves in the bathroom.
A short rest is an hour, but you are not very far into enemy territory. The only one who presumably knows about your presence here are these horrible bat monsters that you murdered. So it doesn't seem like they're in danger of informing anyone. So if you want, you could just sequester yourselves in this fancy ornate bathroom and rest for an hour and spend some hit dice.
Jay can get her bath after all.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not
I
weird.
was just going to ask if there's any benefit to a bath and a short rest.
I think only for a long rest. So I'm just going to stack the sturge corpses in the hallway.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll kick
have
the two
a lay on
that
hands
got me in there.
pool if anyone needs.
I think we should save that until we start going down.
Okay.
Yes. So hit dice to start with.
All right, adventurers. I think we are nearing the end of our session today, and so we must ask the always fraught question in Dungeons and Dragons: which way do you want to go next? The kind of obvious answers are: there's a doorway to the north, a doorway to the west, and a double doorway to the south. There is also a set of stairs behind you that goes down a level, and so many windows that you can go out of. I'm not going to mention the windows anymore. You just know that they're there. You could you could be like, yeah, we want to go to the second floor, but we want to scale outside the house to get there.
My thought as Erica is that double doors sound fancy and maybe a ritual room would be fancy, but Levithia probably wouldn't have thoughts like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking out the window.
My thoughts as Krong are we should just roam through the building willy-nilly. We'll see it eventually. It's a codex.
My thoughts are we should go north.
North.
And
You're
I think west.
You're about. Oh, I get it.
Maldor.
Thumb war.
Three-way thumb war.
I got a mage hand.
Oh.
Extra hands. So this is fun. The fancy thing that I chose was the charlatan die, and I can choose to roll. When I roll a 6-sided die, I control the number it rolls, and D6 is my hit die. So I get 12 hit points back. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Oh, I get 12 plus 4, so I get
Oh.
16.
You need them.
I'm almost alive. Cool. Yay, short rest.
Which door will you open now that you've taken your short rest?
I have a new thing that I just remembered.
Mm.
So I have something called Primeval Awareness. As an
Mhm.
action, I can expend one of my spell slots. I only have 3, but and I get a minute to sense whether there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of me. I guess being inside a house doesn't count as being in my favored terrain, which is the forest. But it doesn't reveal the creature's location or number, but I am curious what we are up against. So I would like to do that. I mark off
Can
a
you
spell slot.
you run through those things that you detect again? Because some of them are relevant to the spooky house.
Yeah, I figured. Spooky house. Okay, so they are aberrations, celestials, dragons. Please don't be dragons.
Oh, boy.
Elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
Within a mile. I'm assuming that that would get me the entirety of the house, including the basement.
I'm going to say that
20-foot ceilings.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you that you're getting some very conflicting kind of background radiation from this whole house, suggesting to you that there is bad magics at work here, but there is not anything that meets the exact profile of the things you listed nearby.
Oh,
Even this
okay.
head?
I mean, I guess the head that hasn't talked in a while, and we didn't discuss how the head got up to the 3rd floor. Hello.
On the bindle.
Yeah, I guess the head is undead. So, or a spirit. Is that on the list of things? So,
no.
I just had to consult some stuff, and it's always like, what type of monstrosity is this thing, and does that count?
Yeah.
And there's a variety of rooms. You never know what I was talking. Maybe I was just looking at stuff that was down the street.
All right. So that is totally not helpful. So back to arguing about which way to go.
Indeed.
Is there a door to the north in the middle room?
Yes, there is a door to the north in the middle room.
There.
I think north.
Yeah,
Makes
that's fine.
sense.
Sure.
All right. That was or actually, I apologize, Erica. Which way were you looking with that? Or that was everywhere within a mile and through doors?
Within a mile. Spherical. Yeah.
I think I did not give you full information then, because there's totally undead in that next room. There's a lot of rooms on this map, and I didn't think you were going in that direction. Yeah, you guys
matter.
are what Levithia is concentrating on the spell as the other 3 of you are thinking about doors, and you're like, let's go through this one. And Levithia, that there, I guess, I think
I don't know where they
2.
are.
You don't
I just know that there are undead within a mile. That's all I know.
Oh, that's all you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's definitely undead within a mile, including the head that you're carrying with you. But I think you may know that they're undead behind that door.
Right. So who wants to open the door?
Well, I hate to ask Mr. Krong to do it, but he is the best.
Sure. I love opening doors. It's fun. I will
quiet.
go to the door. I will check it for traps.
Yep.
Always impressed when people remember to do that in character.
I rolled a 10.
All right. It seems untrapped and quiet. Too quiet.
I will draw my rapier and use my mage hand to open the door.
All right.
So this way I can be, let's say, here.
The room beyond is unfurnished and it's kind of shabby. It's got kind of a weird shape to it because it's as if there's a circular room behind one corner of it. It has no windows, but illuminated by the candlelight in the hallway, kind of staggering out of the darkness, are 2 wretched undead looking creatures garbed in just basically just rags, and one of them is chewing on somebody's arm. These are clearly ghouls, which are some of your more violent, vicious, and hungry of the undead. Their blank eyes look at you as if their next meal has arrived. Will
shut
these
the door.
ghouls devour Krong? Will they respect a closed door in this house and never be seen again? What other horrors await us here in Delphi Mansion? Where is the codex that they seek? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill: Keys from the Golden Vault Reach for the Stars. The end. Players / live stream / bootleg. We have our next scheduled session that will be Tuesday. I know that far.
I think it's
definitely
August
Tuesday.
22nd.
Tuesday, August 22nd. So we will be back with this adventure Tuesday, August 22nd. Next Tuesday, we'll be playing some Curse of Strahd. There's other Total Party Kill stuff happening all the time for reasons. But thank you for listening to this episode, whether you're listening to the bootleg or whether you joined us live on YouTube. We appreciate you.
And thank you, Lincoln, for joining us. This has been
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
Lincoln.
me.
This was fun.
Thanks for almost killing me.
We didn't we only like
I'll-
50% killing
Consider
you.
it hazing.
Yeah. So you were lightly scourged.
I tried to help.
You
So
tried very hard.
Players, I'll
Did.
mention you've got a Google Doc that has just some of the NPC names so far, and most importantly has the map of the mansion that you may want to be able to refer to later. Feel free to add additional notes to that as you see fit. But yeah,
I take notes
Cool.
for Dog and Pony. I don't want to take notes for another campaign.
fair enough. That's why I've preloaded it with notes. I don't do that
Copied some
for Dog and
stuff.
Pony. They have Erica. I assume they're on top of stuff. So
And
all
they.
right. Yeah.
I can copy what I
Feel free, do whatever makes you happy. I think we will end our live stream /